Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And I got one of these heart-wrenching emails again, and you know, it really does represent what is happening in South Africa right now. And this is from Glenda, and she writes, "Good day, Scott and team. Thank you for keeping us remaining white South Africans informed and grounded. Your videos really help us read between the lines and question mainstream media. You frequently urge white South Africans to get out of the country and provide various alternative destinations to emigrate to. However, you are also aware that most of us cannot emigrate due to various reasons, and chiefly lack of adequate funds, old age and extended families we cannot leave behind. My reasons encompass all three." This is the tragedy that faces so many white South Africans in particular. She says, "Do I have a plan B? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Once again, these three reasons make things complicated. It is much easier said than done." Now, what I'll do below this video is I'll put a link to Saitlanders, where you can go and join, and they do offer a plan B. There is a small fee every month, but you know, if it's for the safety and security of your family, I think it's money well spent. She goes on to say, "The biggest problem affecting my family is the here and now. My oldest son is unemployed and has been struggling to find a job for some 3 years now, despite the fact that he is a highly proficient software developer. I am a pensioner and currently support him. He even tries to get semi-skilled temporary work, anything legal for cash, but black workers are favoured for these positions. He has no motor vehicle and cannot look too far from the home for employment, as the public transport system is unsafe, unreliable and disgraceful." I have to agree. She says, "My middle son went into the sealing and petitioning business with his father, my ex-husband, a few years ago, and for a time they made a fair living from their small business. This son is married and has 2 young sons of his own. Due to the economic downturn and BEE, that racist ANC policy, their business has slowed down over the years to nearly a complete stop. They are lucky these days if they get the odd small job only, and even struggle to put food on the table. They sometimes battle for weeks on end with no electricity, as they do not have money to top up the meter. The rent has to be paid before anything else, otherwise they face eviction. Well, they now have been evicted, as the owner has sold that little house that they've been renting for some 4 years now. As from the end of the month, they have nowhere to live and will be practically out on the streets. They have asked the owner for more time, but they have been threatened with violence. The owner is a Nigerian. They have had to spend their last bit of savings on their truck, which broke down a few weeks ago and needed a new engine. They just cannot find alternative accommodation to suit their very limited budget." Now, I know a lot of my subscribers live in the Gauteng area, and if you're able to offer this family of 4 some kind of a temporary accommodation, please just email me. I'll put my email address down below, and I'll put you in direct touch with Glenda. But let's continue to see what she says. "I help them where I can, but simply do not have enough money to support an additional 3 adults and 2 grandchildren on my limited pension. I also have looked for work again, but despite the fact I'm only 62 with a university degree, a few diplomas and many years working experience, I am just too white and just too old to fit in anywhere. Incidentally, I did not want to retire, but company policy dictated I must." So you can see that this family of mine are too busy struggling to survive in the present moment to have the time to seek greener pastures elsewhere in the world. What I'm humbly appealing from you and your team is if you can perhaps put me in contact with any person or organization you know in the Gauteng area who may be able to assist both my eldest son and my middle son to obtain work. They are not looking for handouts and are prepared to work hard. There is one option immediately available to you, and that is Philadelphia ARC, out at Hartebeer is put down. They're taking in hundreds of impoverished whites, and as long as they work and they pull their weight, they've got a secure environment. So I'm going to actually put you in touch with Philadelphia ARC as well, because I think this could be a good option for you. My middle son and his family are also in desperate search of accommodation. As from the 1st November, even if it is just an outbuilding or cottage with water and electricity, he is not asking for free accommodation, but is looking for something cheap and affordable. They currently reside in Alberton, Gauteng, and their children attend junior school there. I know you reach as far and wide, and I'm hoping that you can provide us with a few helpful leads. Thank you once again for keeping me in mind and keeping us informed and sane. And then she signs off. All right, guys, look, if you do have accommodation that you can offer to this little family or the two little families, please, if you can just help one, email me, okay? My email address is down below. And as I said, if you are in the position where you can afford a plan B and you don't have one, I'll put a link to Satelanders below this video so you can actually join and at least have that security that you know that there's a plan B in place for you. It's heart-wrenching. It really is heart-wrenching to hear what's happening. And to think that the rest of the world is looking the other way is a complete and utter disgrace. And that has been spearheaded by the fake mainstream media. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, stay safe. Bye for now.